The NFL is clearly making a bigger and bigger push to get more games in international cities. This upcoming season, there's going to be 9 international games going all the way to Australia, Mexico City, Brazil, and then a number of games in Europe, including 3 in London. The Commanders are going to take part in one of those 3 games, possibly 2, but certainly 1. We'll see what else happens as more and more scheduled details get released. It's going to be a ton of fun. I think a lot of Commanders fans made the trip to Spain last year, and unfortunately they didn't see a win, but it was a lot of fun for all the fans that made that trip. But here's the last time they were in London. I'm not sure if you remember how that game went. It was 10 years ago, 2016 season, and all the British soccer fans, they were used to the outcome. But the American football fans, not so much. Certainly not Chris Baker.
Cheerio! A freaking tie! Ah!
That's right. The last game in London ended in a tie for Washington against Cincinnati. Now, the team announced this morning with that really cool graphic, Tower Bridge and the traditional British telephone booth there. I got to catch up with Commanders head coach Dan Quinn, who's quite excited about another overseas trip. Obviously, really exciting news. You guys are going back overseas. What's your reaction to the London game?
I'm really fired up. Going to my first overseas game last year in Madrid, it felt like a bowl game, like the energy that you felt, outside the hotel, in the stadium. And so I already know what I've heard from the experience there and how much they love football. Obviously, I've been involved with the international program where certainly had the roots to start there. So yeah, I'm really fired up, and to be the home team for that is a big deal for us.
Anything you think you learned maybe from Spain that you bring to London?
Yeah, there's always ones. Like that was for our team, our first, overseas experience together. So we'll definitely, look back, what we like, what we want to do differently. And we kind of had an after action after the season about that. And we'll definitely apply some of that to this game.
You've been in pro football a long time. Is it crazy to you how international this game is now?
It is, and I think it's also really cool. To see not just in London, but in Germany and Spain and Brazil and now in Australia. You can just see it growing. And football has taken me all over the world, man. So, I've got a lot of gratitude for it, and I think it's absolutely awesome.
Now, if you're looking for more on the Combine, free agency, draft status, we will have a live all ears here in Indianapolis streaming tonight at 8:30. You can watch it on YouTube later, listen to the podcast, whatever you want. One quick London story. When we were there 10 years ago, I got to have a beer with the legendary NBC4 reporter Pat Collins at our hotel. I didn't really know Pat at that time. It was one of the absolute highlights of that trip. I've gotten to know Pat a lot better now, but it was a neat time. Unfortunately, that game ended in a tie, and I have quite a story about a security guard that wouldn't let me down onto the field because there was still time left on the clock, but that's for another day.
Okay.
All right.
Pat's a treasure, so I'm glad you had that experience. What a great memory.
Who knew he liked
cool.
beer in London?
It was very cool.
Go figure.
We shared a pint.
I'll bet. Thank you, JP.
So much
Good
fun.
stuff out there.